Today we're taking a look at these MLB matches, which are happening on Monday, August 16, 2021, and giving you the best parlay picks and predictions on these games. Welcome back to High Stakes, let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos, and if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. 5 plans are available for each and every one of you. You can get 30 extra betting picks all the way up to 270 extra betting picks per month. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting advice that ends up costing you a lot of money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks and advice. Atlanta Braves vs Miami Marlins. Braves win, money line. The Braves are giving Touki Toussaint some run now as a starter now. He has made 5 starts and the team is 3-2 in those games. In a small sample, he has been better on the road than at home, including his best game, a loss to Philadelphia in which he struck out 10. Marlins lefty Braxton Garrett has made 6 starts this season. Miami lost the first 4, but they have won the last 2, beating the Mets and Padres. I am not sure of his ceiling, but even though he is just filling in, he might be playable in some spots. Atlanta is in first in the NL East, so you have to favor the Braves, even on the road. Toussaint has been contributing to winning since his call-up, so I am not going to fade him in this spot just because Miami has won a few games. I was hoping that would lower the premium with Atlanta more than what it is now, but with their powerful lineup, they are a tough fade against a team that doesn't score much. Take Atlanta. Chicago Cubs vs Cincinnati Reds. Reds win -1.5 run line. After trading away most of their notable names at the trade deadline, the Cubs have really struggled to find the win column. Chicago is just 1-12 so far in the month of August and has lost 11 games in a row. This team will have a tough assignment on the road against the Reds on Monday night. Chicago is just 4-9 against Cincinnati this season, and this will be the Cubs' first time playing against the Reds since the complete overhaul of their roster. Cincinnati is playing good baseball as of late, and they have quickly made things very interesting in the hunt for the second National League wild card spot. The Reds sit just 2.5 games behind the Padres, and if they want to keep closing the gap, they need to get things done against the Cubs in this series at home. They have won 62% of their games as a home favorite this season, while the Cubs have won just 26% of their games as a road underdog. Additionally, Cincinnati's team ops goes from .728 to .805 at Great American Ballpark. Wade Miley will toe the rubber for Cincinnati, and he is 6-2 with a 2.56 ERA at home this season. He seems to have a favorable matchup going up against a Chicago lineup that is not very threatening. On top of their offensive woes, the Cubs pitching staff is posting a horrendous 7.69 ERA over the last 15 days. That is the highest mark in the National League during this span, and with them opting for a bullpen game in this matchup, you can look for Cincinnati's powerful lineup to give Chicago's pitchers some issues. Back the Reds on the -1.5 run line. Oakland Athletics vs Chicago White Sox. The White Sox have won just once in their last 5 games, and they have lost each of Dallas Keuchel's last 4 outings. The veteran left-hander is posting a less than stellar 5.84 ERA over those 4 starts, and it's not like he was facing superior offenses. He went up against the Indians, Twins, and Royals twice, and he allowed 4 earned runs or more in 3 of those 4 games. Now he will have a tough challenge facing Oakland's offense, as they are leading all of baseball with an .863 ops over the last 15 days. Chicago's bullpen has also struggled as of late, so Oakland's offense should be ready to roll in this one. Frankie Montas will take the mound for the Athletics, and he has thrown 6 consecutive quality starts. He certainly seems to be in a bit of a groove, and he has been steady on the road. His BA drops from .272 to .217 on the road, and his ERA drops from 4.40 to 3.49. Chicago's offense caught fire when Eloy Jimenez and Luis Robert returned to the lineup, but they have since cooled down a bit. Consider backing the A's on the road. Both the Athletics and White Sox enter this series with identical 68-50 records, and this will be their first time seeing one another this season. It is sure to be a competitive and entertaining couple of days on the south side, and the edge in the series opening matchup on Monday could go to the road team. Our second parlay for tonight will be Oakland Athletics vs Chicago White Sox. Athletics win -1.5 run line. The A's have been absolutely raking recently, so they make a lot of sense as a team to back on the run line. They've scored at least 4 runs in 10 straight games and have won 8 of those. Just this past week they beat the Indians 17-0, showing how high their upside is. The White Sox have lost 4 of their past 5 and will start Dallas Keuchel here, who has imploded recently. Keuchel got off to a tough start, then had a solid June, and then had a 6.26 ERA in 5 July starts. He's been mediocre in 2 August outings, and Chicago has lost each of the last 4 times he's taken the mound. Conversely, Oakland starter Frankie Montas has been coming on quite strong. He gave up only 1 earned run in 6 innings his last time out and had a 2.30 ERA in July. San Diego Padres vs Colorado Rockies. Rockies win, money line. Getting the Rockies as a home underdog always has me intrigued. Colorado has some of the starkest home road splits of any team you'll ever see. They're just 14-45 on the road this year, but are a very impressive 38-21 inside the friendly confines of Coors Field. The Rockies got off to a terrible start, but they've actually played above .500 ball since all the way back on May 29th. Antonio Senzatella will start for Colorado here, and he has actually been much better at Coors Field this year, despite its status as the most hitter-friendly park in the league. This is the 3rd season in a row now he's been better at home, so I don't think it's a fluke. The Rockies lineup should be able to get to Padres starter Ryan Weathers, a 21-year-old rookie with a 4.72 ERA. He just pitched against the Rockies a couple weeks ago and gave up 8 earned runs in only 4 innings. New York Mets vs San Francisco Giants. Giants win -1.5 run line. The San Francisco Giants have been one of the best defensive teams in baseball, as their .765 ops is good for 5th in the sport. A big reason the number is so high would be the power stroke, as they are tied with the Toronto Blue Jays with 176 home runs this year. They have also been extremely patient at the dish, as only the New York Yankees, Los Angeles Dodgers, and San Diego Padres have drawn more walks than San Fran's 440 overall. Shortstop Brandon Crawford has been extended after this season last week, and for good reason, as he has a .905 ops with 19 home runs and 69 RBI, while also stealing 9 bases without being caught. If the Giants continue to hit, they can hold onto the NL West lead. To wrap this mega parlay up and hopefully bring us home, we've got the Giants. San Francisco has been playing great recently, but this is just as much a fate of the Mets than anything else. New York is just 5-12 in their last 17 games, and they're coming off a 14-4 demolition at the hands of the Dodgers. After that Sunday night baseball beatdown, they had to hop on an overnight red-eye flight across the country for a game in San Francisco the next day. To top it all off, they've got a big disadvantage in the pitching matchup. Rich Hill has given up at least 3 earned runs in 3 of his 4 starts since the Mets traded for him. Giants starter Kevin Gausman has been one of the National League's best pitchers, and he enters with a 2.29 ERA. San Francisco has won 7 of their last 8 games overall. Good luck to all of you. That's it for this video. Stay tuned and stay safe for the next betting tips and advice.